My wife, the woman I trusted with my whole life, didn't cry when I lost my job. She didn't comfort me. She laughed not out of nervousness, not out of shock, but the kind of cruel, mocking laugh that pierces you deeper than any knife. "Always knew you, fail," she said, and in that moment it felt like my entire world collapsed. But here's the thing, she didn't know my secret. She didn't know what I had been building in silence. And she didn't know that her cruel laughter would become the very reason I turned everything around. Welcome to Darkside Revenge, where betrayal always comes with a twist. And trust me, this story will leave you breathless. For 12 long years, I worked for the same company. I was loyal, I gave everything. Nights at the office, weekends sacrificed, dinners missed, anniversaries forgotten, all because I believed I was building a future for us. I thought my wife understood. She would always say, "Do what you have to do, I'm proud of you." But one Friday morning, I was called into my boss's office. He couldn't even look me in the eye. "We're restructuring. We have to let you go." 12 years, gone in a 2-minute conversation. I carried my things out in a cardboard box. My desk plant, family photos, my favorite mug. It all felt so small compared to the weight of failure crushing my chest. Driving home, my hands were trembling. My mind was racing. How do I tell her? Will she support me? Will she understand? I was wrong. When I walked through the door, she was sitting on the couch scrolling through her phone. "Home early?" she asked without looking up. I lost my job," I said quietly. She froze, then looked up at me, and then she laughed. Not a single tear, not a hug. Just laughter. "Of course you did," she said. "I always knew you, fail. You're not a winner, never were." Her words hit harder than the layoff itself. I had spent years sacrificing my happiness, my health, my time for us. And in my lowest moment, she revealed the truth. She had never believed in me. That night, I overheard her on the phone with her friend. He finally lost his job. Took him long enough. I guess now everyone will see what I've always known. It felt like betrayal, not just of a husband, but of a human being. But as I sat in the darkness, replaying her laughter over and over, something inside me shifted. She thought I was broken. She thought I was done. But she had no idea what I had been hiding. For 3 years, quietly, without telling anyone, I had been building something on the side. Every evening after work, while she thought I was just scrolling or wasting time, I was learning, researching, and building a business. It started small, a few clients here and there, a few $100s a month. But I reinvested everything. I stayed consistent. And by the time I got fired, that little hobby had grown into something much bigger. It wasn't enough to replace my salary yet, but the momentum was there. Contracts were lined up. Clients trusted me. The income was about to explode. But I didn't tell her, because I wanted to see who she really was when I had nothing. And she showed me. Oh, she showed me. Over the next 2 weeks, her behavior only got worse. She'd leave me job postings on the table with notes like, "Try not to fail this time." She told her family I was lazy. She posted online about how her husband's career fell apart. Every word was poison. Every laugh was a knife. But while she thought I was sulking, I was working harder than ever. I barely slept. I poured everything into my business, and slowly things started to shift. 1 client turned into 3. 3 turned into 10. And soon, I was making more in a month than I had at my old job. Still, I stayed silent. I let her think she had broken me. Because revenge is best served cold. One night, she came home late from dinner with her lawyer friends. She was laughing, telling me how her friends agreed I was a failure. And then she looked me in the eye and said, "Do you even know what success looks like?" I smiled. For the first time in weeks, I smiled. Without saying a word, I walked over to the desk and pulled out an envelope. Inside was a check, a 5-figure payment from a new client. Then another check, and another. Her laughter stopped, her face went pale. What is this?" she stuttered. I looked at her and said, "This is success. This is what you said I'd never achieve. While you were laughing, I was working. While you mocked me, I was building. And now, I don't need you anymore." Her phone slipped from her hand. She tried to speak, but no words came out. For the first time, she wasn't laughing. She was begging. "Please, I didn't mean it," she whispered. But it was too late. I had seen her true face. And once you see that, you can never unsee it. I wish I could say I forgave her. But the truth is, betrayal leaves scars that never heal. We drifted apart. The business became my new focus. And with every new contract, every new milestone, I remembered her words. I always knew you, fail. But here's the lesson. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. It's the fire that either burns you or forges you. My wife's betrayal didn't destroy me. It created me. Because nothing motivates you like proving someone wrong. And in the end, the sweetest revenge wasn't the money. It wasn't the success. It was watching her realize she had laughed away the best thing that ever happened to her. So the next time someone laughs at your failure, let them. Because one day, their laughter might just echo back as the soundtrack of your victory. This was Darkside Revenge, where betrayal always comes with payback. If you felt this story, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments. If someone laughed at your failure, what would you do?